Sugar, when we process the sugar cane, we get its byproduct, either jaggery or sugar or something else. So that is manufacturing. So this is secondary activity. In the same way, cement, when we process the limestone and mixing some other minerals in this, so we get cement. In the same way, steel and iron. So whatever the raw material is processed to turn into a finished goods, that is known as a secondary activities. This is also known as industrial sector, because most of the time the manufacturing is done within the industries. Tertiary, the third type of activity is known as tertiary. Tertiary includes trade, transport, banking, communication and education. Tertiary, this is also known as service sector. Why service sector? Because the trading, buying and selling product from one part to and selling to another part, that is the trading. This is a kind of service. Transport means transporting the product from one market to the another market. Banking, providing loan and other kind of facilities. Communication means placing order and resolving the problems of the people. In the same way, education, providing education, all such are considered as tertiary activities, because they are providing services, and directly or indirectly tertiary sector supports the primary and secondary activities. So in this way, on the basis of the nature of production, the activities can be classified into three: primary, secondary and tertiary. Now, these activities add value to the national income. Whatever the activities, either in primary, secondary or tertiary, we produce, that add value to the national income. These activities are called economic activities. The question arises here, what do you mean by economic activities? So these all such activities are called economic activities. Economic activities further are classified into two: market activities and non-market activities. Now, market activities. Market activities involve remuneration of anyone who performs, that is activity performed for pay or profit. Market activities simply when we work for the salary, okay, when we work for earning income or earning livelihood, such activities are considered as market activities. In this market activities includes production of goods or services, including government services. Means whatever the work we done for profit or earning livelihood, such activities are kept under market activities. The motive is earning money, earning profit. Non-market activities are the production for self-consumption. Means when we are not producing or performing any activity for selling or earning, when we producing or performing activities for self-consumption, so that kind of activities are kept as non-market activities. These can be consumption and processing of primary product and own account production of fixed assets. Means suppose a small scale farmer means cultivating the field for their self sustenance, to feed their own family. Okay, they are not selling their the grains in the market. So such type of activities we can consider under non-market activities. Simply no motive is not earning profit. On the other example, you can say whatever the work is done by your mother at home, those who are the household ladies or the housewives, those who are whatever the activities they perform throughout the day or throughout their life, they are not getting any profit. They are not performing those activities for profit. They are not getting any salary. So such activities are kept under non-market activities. Now, division of labor and women as an employee. Beta, this is the historical and cultural reason that there is a division of labor between men and women in the family or in society. Women generally look after domestic chores and men work in the fields. This is historically or socially, culturally, since a long period of time, or since evolution of this social life, there is a division of labor. This division of labor means women generally are looking after the families or family people, and the men are going outside for earning. So this is the division of labor in between men and women. A majority of women have meager education and low skill formation. In our country, in our society, most of the women are illiterate or very limited education, and hardly they are having any skill. So women are paid low compared to men, and that is why whomever the women go outside for earning, so they are paid low as compared to men. Most women work in the women, those who are working outside, most of them are working in unorganized sector. Unorganized sector means on the basis of organization we can classify the economic activities into two: organized and unorganized. Unorganized sector, where various activities relating to legal protection is meager, means unorganized sector does not work on the rules and regulations, and no legal protection is given to their employees.